Ahead of the primaries, the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) has given deadlines to political parties on nomination and withdrawal of candidates. The Electoral Commission also foreclosed the adjustment of election timetable. In line with its guideline, Inec has directed the parties to submit lists of delegates for elective offices to it 7 days to the date of the primary. Both the All Progressive Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP) submitted designated centers for their national conventions to Inec yesterday. APC opted for the Eagle Square, while PDP chose the Velodrome at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. It was learned that, unlike in the past, the Commission declined to bend the rules so as not to distort the timelines for the 2023 poll. The Commission has fixed the last day for withdrawal of candidates and the replacement of withdrawn candidates for July 15th, Presidential and National Assembly, and August 12th for Governorship and House of Assemblies. Also, while the last day for submission of nomination forms for Presidential and National Assembly election is August 8th, the curtains will be drawn for Governorship and Houses of Assembly on August 18th. The publication of final list of nominated candidates will be on September 20th, Presidential and National Assembly elections, and October 4th for other strands. But the public campaign for the Presidential and National Assembly elections will kick off on September 28th, and that of the Governorship and Houses of Assembly is from October 4th. According to a top official of Inec, the parties have been notified of the timelines for appropriate guidelines. The guidelines read in part: in compliance with Article 4(5) of 1 of the Inec Regulations and Guidelines for the Conduct of Political Party Primaries, a political party that adopts the indirect primary mode shall make available to the Commission not later than 7 days to the date of the primary the list of persons that will form the delegates that are eligible to vote for nomination of the party candidates to contest every elective position. The list of delegates shall be accompanied with a list of aspirants and the list of party electoral panel conducting the primary. In compliance with Section 84, 9 to 11 of the Electoral Act 2022, a political party that adopts the consensus primary mode shall make available to the Commission copies of the written consent of all aspirants cleared for the position indicating their endorsement of the consensus candidate, who shall then be ratified by a special Congress or convention. In compliance with Section 84 of the Electoral Act 2022, primaries and voting by members or delegates of a political party to nominate candidates for elective positions shall hold at designated centers within the respective national, state, senatorial, federal, and state constituencies. Inec is coming really hard on these political parties because we know of late they've been going back and forth. APC and PDP, back and forth. It took them a long time while they were still on the issue of what mode of the selection, if it was direct, indirect, or if it was going to be consensus. It took them a while. That one has passed, and the next one now is the various dates for their screening exercise, and also for the date their convention will hold. The primaries itself has been back and forth, but INEC is giving them, letting them know that there is not going to be movement. These are the guidelines, and this is how they are going to work. February 2023 has been slated for the election itself, and INEC just confirmed right now that the campaigns, all of the campaigns will begin. That of presidential will begin in September, and that of the National Assembly will begin in October. And all of these dates are set because with them, we don't know what their plans are. These aspirants, recently we just got the report that APC itself, they've postponed their screening activities for presidential. They've postponed it. I believe that as they are moving all of these their dates, they are working closely with INEC. Most probably that's why INEC, they are always putting out their details there, putting out all of these informations so that anyone doesn't come back. They've given them the deadlines to produce the names of the delegates, those who will be voting in these primaries, in their various primaries. We know the locations. They've chosen their locations where their primaries are going to hold, where the conventions will take place. That has been given because, for the primaries as well, Inec, they get involved. Inec oversees it as well because it's all elective as well. So Inec oversees it. Inec is monitoring everything right from the primaries just to ensure that there is free, fair, and credible election. We know it all starts from this point. If they can get it right from the primaries, then when we get into the major election itself, we know that it's a smooth ride. Inec is just reminding them all of the dates, to produce names, and it's also been back and forth too for those who declared intentions to run after President Muhammadu Buhari dropped the shocker that if you want to run for any elective position and you are an appointee of my government, you have to resign. Anyways, that he made that call after Nigerians started reacting that it's not possible for appointees to be running for elective offices while in office, that it's not possible. So some of them gave their resignation, some took it back, and some put it back there again. So it's been back and forth. We know those that have resigned and are ready to pursue their presidential ambition. Rotimi Amaechi is one of them. But for the Attorney General of the Federation, he changed his mind, made a U-turn, and said, and yeah, he's giving up the governorship because he was going to be going for the governorship of his state, Kebbi State. He threw that away, probably not sure. Chris Ngige as well said he prefers to remain a minister than to go for presidential ambition. Well, some of them, it didn't have to do with resigning as ministers, but most of them were not ministers. But some decided to step down for various reasons, probably to throw their weight behind those who they feel that has more popularity and possibly win the election. So Inec is aware of all of this going forth and backward. They've presented lists. Initially the list was long, but the list has been coming down. Inec is giving deadline as well for that list, the list of all of those who are going to be participating, the list of their aspirants, their presidential candidates. Well, for Nigerians, what matters the most to us is that all of this is transparent, done transparently, and free from any sort of election malpractice. Inec is the umpire. They oversee the election in the country. We just hope that they do the right thing. They do the right thing and defend the democracy of the country, not to get bought over. There's been talks in the past that APC controls Inec. Let's hope that they will do the right thing and prove Nigerians wrong. Well, guys, leave us your take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.